Hi, Professor. Today I'm going to be talking about cancer, nutrition, and their connection. So, first off, what is cancer? Cancer is a disease in which normal cells undifferentiate and they stop listening to instructions from inside of the body. This causes them to overtake the healthy cells and causes unwanted growths in the body, such as tumors. Cancer is deadly, and it is the second leading cause of death in the United States. Now, who does cancer affect? Cancer can really affect anybody, but there are particular things that can increase your risk factors. Some are genetic and some are lifestyle choices. Consuming an excessive amount of unhealthy foods, alcohols, and drug usage can all increase the risk of somebody contracting cancer. Now, how can mindful nutrition prevent cancer? Eating specific foods can actually lower the risk of cancer. Foods that have an extremely high nutritional value that are rich in whole grains, proteins, and vitamins can actually lower the risk. Now, some of the examples of health superfoods in cancer prevention include blueberries, broccoli, carrots, garlic, flax seeds, beans, and oranges. These all are rich in proteins, antioxidants, and vitamins that can help your body combat the disease. Now, if you already have cancer, what should you eat? Despite what most people might think, cancer patients actually need to consume more calories and more protein than the average person. This is because chemotherapy and radiation can be very taxing on the body and can cause somebody to become malnourished. So if they have an increase in protein and an increase in their calories, they can actually be more suited to combat cancer. Now, it's also important to note that chemo can cause cold sensitivity, so many patients avoid excessively cold foods and beverages, and even patients that aren't able to eat on their own may have to be placed on a feeding tube to make sure that they're getting all of the nutrients they need, because if you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to combat cancer. Now, here are certain foods that you should probably avoid if you don't want to get cancer. First off is alcohol, sugary beverages, and red and processed meats. Now, alcohol and red and processed meats aren't the greatest, but you can have them a limited amount. Versus sugary beverages should just be avoided altogether if possible. They really hold no nutritional value at all. So, in conclusion, nutrition alone is not the cure for cancer, but making healthy food choices can lower the risk of contracting the disease and make for a smoother recovery for those who already have it. So it's really important to be mindful of what you're consuming in order to prevent and treat cancer. Here is a list of sources that I was able to pull to support my research. Thank you so much.